World War I was a conflict that primarily engulfed Europe, but its repercussions reverberated across the globe. Colombia, situated in the northern part of South America, navigated the challenges of this tumultuous period. This article explores Colombia's role during World War I, examining its commitment to neutrality, economic shifts, and the impact of global events on the nation's trajectory. Geopolitical neutrality. Colombia, far removed from the European theater of war, adopted a policy of strict neutrality during World War I. The Colombian government, led by President José Vicente Canché, recognized the potential dangers of aligning with any of the warring factions and sought to shield the nation from the direct consequences of the conflict. The decision to remain neutral reflected a desire to safeguard Colombia's sovereignty and avoid entanglement in a distant and destructive war. Economic adjustments and global trade. While Colombia did not engage in direct military operations, the nation's economy felt the impact of the war's disruption of global trade. As the conflict escalated, traditional trade routes were disrupted, affecting the export and import dynamics of nations worldwide. Colombia, with its economy heavily reliant on exports such as coffee and bananas, experienced fluctuations as demand and prices shifted during the course of the war. Diplomatic relations in the United States. Colombia's geopolitical position in the Americas brought it into diplomatic relations with the United States during World War I. The U.S., although initially neutral, eventually entered the war in 1917. Colombia's stance of neutrality allowed for continued economic and diplomatic ties with both Allied and Central powers, maintaining a delicate balance in the face of shifting global alliances. Regional dynamics in the Panama Canal. Colombia's relationship with the United States was further influenced by the construction and operation of the Panama Canal. The strategic importance of the canal for global trade and military movements meant that Colombia's stance during the war had indirect implications for the security and logistics of the canal. This aspect added an additional layer of complexity to Colombia's neutrality, given the canal's vital role in international affairs. Post-war challenges and adjustments. As World War I came to an end in 1918, Colombia, like many nations, faced the challenges associated with the post-war era. The shift in global dynamics, economic adjustments, and the aftermath of the war influenced Colombia's trajectory. While the country did not witness the same geopolitical upheavals as some European nations, the legacy of the war resonated in the international system and had lasting implications for Colombia's diplomatic engagements. Conclusion. Colombia's experience during World War I was characterized by a steadfast commitment to neutrality in the face of global turmoil. The nation successfully navigated the challenges posed by economic shifts, diplomatic relations, and the indirect impact of the war on regional dynamics. The decisions made during this period contributed to Colombia's ability to maintain stability and independence, setting the stage for the country's continued development in the decades that followed. World War I, although physically distant, left an indelible mark on Colombia's diplomatic and economic history.